This is a presentation for ChanceQuest, created by Christian, Daniel, and Tori. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my previous user and password. And then I'm going to hit Start Game. So we got the characters created, starting out with 0 happiness of all kinds, and they're able to pick a stat ID. 1 is strength, 2 is intelligence, 3 is dexterity. If you go to the details page, see it again, and we do have a link here that says play game. We didn't really finish it, but we did write a lot of the code that was meant to be used, a lot of the game logic. So here in Play Controller, we've got this index page, which is what where that play game link would direct to. And what this is doing is it updates the player from the game view model, and it gets 3 random ints, which we're supposed to grab 3 random quests between the IDs of 1 and 15, and then it was supposed to return that model. And each time that button gets played, it runs through this update player method, which is called, right here. But the player gets updated. You get a number between 1 and 100, and less than 50, the player loses the quest. If the random int is more than 50, they win the quest. Oh yes, and then if the faction this is the other random int. So it can be 1 through 3, peasant, noble, or royal, 1, 2, 3, and so they get the positive number. So which means they gain points right here, right? And these two, points are subtracted. All right, and so that happens for peasant win, noble win, royal win. Otherwise, if you lose the quest entirely, you don't get any positive, but you get -5 points for each faction. And these come from the service right here. Right here. So peasant happiness update, noble happiness update, and royal happiness update. So you get the ID and the value that you want to add, and the value can you either input a positive or negative value like we saw before, and it just adds the value entirely. So I used to have peasant happiness plus and peasant happiness minus, but then I realized that was didn't make sense because we can just add the negative value. Create player. So we wrote a lot of the logic. We didn't quite get that last view done. But we got all our views. Not that one. So these are the pages that utilize the CRUD. So you can see the details, edit, index, right? We got our models, commands, we got our filters here, and our 2 entities, player and quest. And the player controller, this is where all the CRUD happens. We have our details, create, edits, delete. So that all works. So that's dandy. We have all our middleware defined, everything we want to use, added security, cores, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you can see here we can edit these, and there it is. It gets edited. I think we can delete these. Delete. And it's gone. And that is the functionality that we were able to complete with our app.